You know, how can you be in a negative space when you're always in a good vibe?
Grown up, stay behind. I get kukoko. I get kukoko. I'm not willing to take out money for somebody to just mess up my window.
That's really weird, and I never heard of that. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing that I get. Come on.
We love using the word sorry.
So, like I do.
Oh, listen, he is the master of sorry.
Welcome to Chilling With The Chaplins. I'm LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Caesar. She is in the building. You know we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You got me, you know. So we would like to say, welcome to Sunday Funday, where we're all about learning, being informative, and having fun. And so this week, we want to just talk about, you know, the weird things South African do that American can't understand. You know, last time.
Maybe not Americans only, but other countries.
The world.
Not the world.
Well, other countries.
Yeah.
Or the world.
Yeah.
But we want to talk about the weird things or things South African do that
even
other
they
countries
don't understand.
that other countries and even themselves don't understand. And we know the last time, I think a couple Sundays ago, we talked about the weird things American do that South African or other countries don't understand.
See, we're being fair.
So we're being fair.
The whole point of this is education. It's not there to to look down on any country or to degrade anyone or to talk down on anyone. It's just things that happen and other people that are, But when you're from that country, you probably think, but there's nothing weird about that. Yeah, because you live there and you've been doing it all your life. Or you've been seeing it being done and you don't see any weird thing about it. But it's actually happening. All right, so...
Yes.
LJ, he has not seen what I'm gonna ask because, of course, he hasn't been to South Africa yet. So for him, it's just gonna be a reaction to, some of the things that we do in South Africa, and let's see how he reacts to it. So the first one is we can shop in the strangest of places.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you please explain that?
So
we can shop in the strangest.
Yeah, we shop in strange places. No.
Okay.
We don't shop in bushes.
Hey, I'm just saying the strangest of places. You know, you go to the bush. I'm thinking of you go to the bush. You go in the backyard. You know what?
No, we have hawkers almost everywhere.
What?
Hawkers.
What is hawkers?
People who sell on the streets.
Okay, we have that in the U.S.
Yeah, but not almost everywhere like us.
Okay.
I think the U.S. is getting there, but it's not there yet. But it is getting there. I'm like, oh, okay. We get sold stuff on the road. I've seen a bit of that here, but not every road. Like, you find hawkers almost on every road selling you stuff. It can be sunglasses, clothes, food, whatever. But we're being sold stuff. Here in America, I've seen mostly the Muslims sell those pies and newspapers.
Yes.
But in South Africa, you get sold almost everything.
Okay.
On the roads.
On the road. Anything. They come up to your car and ask you this. And they just
sell it to you.
Okay.
Fruits, vegetables, etc. But not just that. Also, like in shopping, in taxi ranks. And I'm going to explain what a taxi is in one of my points where I'll be talking about taxis. But in taxi ranks, where the taxis are ranking, you get an idea of that. But I'll tell you what a taxi is, because a taxi in America and South Africa is totally different. But in taxi ranks, you have hawkers coming to sell you stuff as well, while the taxi is waiting to be filled up. Because for us, it's not a taxi like a car. Because you guys, taxis are cars. For us, it's a combi. Like a minibus.
Yes. Can I go on it?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward because.
I'm looking forward to going a combi too.
Because don't y'all hear music, everybody join in or whatever.
What do you mean?
I mean, we talked about Sunday Funday before. It was a song.
Oh, the combis, they play music, yeah. And I'll take you to a point, like the combis in point, you go literally deaf.
For real?
They played so loud. the combi will be going boo, 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 boo with you. Like, it's such a normal thing now that people are not even like saying, please bring it down. No, yeah, you know that when you get in the combi, you're going to be part of the vibe.
The vibe.
Boo, 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 boo. Yeah.
The vibe on your way to work.
On your way to wherever, even to church.
You know what? You know, how can you be in a negative space when you're always in a good vibe?
Right.
That's a good thing.
Right.
How can you be negative when you're always in a good vibe?
Yep. So another thing, so I've already said in taxi ranks, so you can be sold like literally anyway.
Anywhere.
Anything, anyway. Yeah. We are a very entrepreneurial country, so we love to sell. And also it's a way of, you know, people creating employment for themselves as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills.
Yeah, yeah. So also one other funny thing before going to the taxi ranks thing is that people drink in kiddies parties.
People.
I think they do it here too.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they would have like a 1 year, because 1 year old parties are big. Like it's like for a grown person.
Yeah, they do that here.
But it's more like a grown party.
It's not a kid's party.
No, the grown people come with their liquor and it's like a party.
Yeah, they do that here.
Doesn't make sense, but
no, it don't make sense.
Yeah, so that wasn't only unique to South Africa. Okay, I thought it was unique to us only. Americans do it too.
Yeah.
All right. Now another one is
sometimes they do it too. They wait till the kids leave or go to bed and then they have their party.
Oh, it's like an after party kind of thing. Yeah, I think with us as well. They have like a little thing for the kids quickly. Well, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then okay, the kids are done. Go and play, go and play.
Yeah, go and play so we can have our fun.
Yeah, then the grown-ups stay behind. I get kukoko. I get kukoko.
Hey, go.
Yeah, I get kukoko.
You just made us
No, it's actually a thing. People say that. I get kukoko means.
That's the thing with South Africa. They always make us song. They make us song. You listen to a song and you think there's a meaning behind that song. I'm here to tell you, Americans, a lot of songs and some songs that beats. South African beats or a song or a verse lyrics. or lyrics inside a song. Some of the lyrics is made up. Yeah. It don't even mean
actually no meaning.
No
so
meaning.
That's another weird thing, right? Yeah. Because you would ask me translate, and there would be like no translation because it's like when people go do yeah, like what does that mean? Like there's no translation. Yeah ayo.
The Structure Boys song.
Which one? How do they say? What do they say? Okay, when you remember. Let's move on. So also another thing is having random window washers. I've never seen it here in America.
Window washers?
Yeah. You're stopping at the stop streets, at the lights. I'm a robot. We call it robots, remember?
Yes. Traffic lights.
At the traffic lights. Then you have some random dude come in and put...
We have that here.
Really? Where? I've never seen it.
Yeah, we have it.
Where?
They're not like around like they used to, but people still do it.
Really?
Yeah.
And what stopped it? Because we need to stop it in South Africa. Because they don't leave your window shield clean.
I know.
They leave it messy.
They leave it messy, yeah. Yeah, they try.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
stop them.
No.
They want you to pay them.
Yeah, they want you to give. Yeah, mainly people that do it now is like homeless people.
Oh, but where? I've never seen it. I guess I go in good areas. All right.
Yeah.
but it's like for us, it's like a big thing.
Yeah,
like
and they mess up your window.
They mess up your window.
They instead of cleaning it, they make it worse.
Yeah, because I'll be like, no, and they give you this bad eye. Because I'm not willing to take out money for somebody to just mess up my window.
Yeah.
Instead of cleaning it,
but they do it so that you just don't. They trying to work for your money.
Of course. Yeah, that's what they do it as well.
They trying to work for their money, so they just don't want to beg for money or you can give them. So they let me clean your window or let me do something so that you get
And since we're on that point, we have another thing that we have car guards all over.
What?
Car guards.
Car guards.
Yeah.
What is car guards?
People who are taking care of cars, who are looking after cars.
Okay.
One of the reasons for that is that
like a valet.
No, you give them the key, they're gone. A valet, you give them your key.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. They just help you get out of a parking lot as if you don't have any mirrors.
Okay.
You know, like, yeah, they're gonna be behind you. Come, or go, or show you okay, they do that. They will, once maybe you're coming out of the store, the same car guards will quickly come to you and take your cart, shopping trolley, which is cart. They'll take it and help you to pack your stuff in the car.
Okay.
So it's another way of, like I said, creating jobs for themselves. But then we had people who now employ who hire these guards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's insane. People who've now, they created this thing informally and then somebody formalized it because they wanna, you know, I feel like they're using these people, you know, because now somebody's, you get, because once they've done that, you have to tip them.
Yes.
Give them something.
Yes.
So they taking that money to their boss.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
You know. But anyways, that's how it goes.
Okay.
Car guards. So another thing which you struggle with is that everyone is family. Yes.
Yeah, everyone family.
Everyone is family, but we're not. Like,
I don't struggle with everyone family because we do that.
But you're always
everyone
asking that. But this is not your aunt. How
No.
that?
That's the one I struggle with because everyone is an aunt, a mama, or grandma. They got 8 grandmamas, 7 grandmamas, 8 mamas, and all this kind of stuff. Everyone's grandma, everyone's auntie, everyone's sister. Like, huh? Everyone auntie and mama's like, oh, you know.
Let me explain.
But I'm learning to adapt to it now.
Yeah, so it's all out of respect, really. It's very hard to call a grown person by name.
Yes.
You know, so if you're older in South Africa, almost in every culture, if you're an older man, you'll be uncle. If you're an older woman, you'll be aunt, like automatically. I can't say call you by name. I have to at least add an aunt or whatever to it. In the black culture, it's either you can be aunt or uncle, or you can be ma or baba. So you find that baba, which is dad. So you find I'll be calling people who are older than, like, who are more or less my mom's age or older, mom or baba, mama or baba, yebo mom. You know, doesn't necessarily mean that they gave birth to me. No, it's just a sign of respect. A younger person who's older than me, but who's not at my motherly or dadly age, then they'll be either usisi or ubut, which means brother or sister. We're not blood related, but out of respect of me not calling them by their name, we use those titles. Mm-hmm. So does it make sense now?
Mm-hmm.
He's struggling because we're going to be doing umembeso, which is like the groom giving gifts to my family, and you get a list for that membeso, right? It's a African traditional thing. And when the list came, it came in with like 10 grannies, 10 mothers. Yes, they all my mothers. They contributed to my upbringing. 5 of them are blood related, like my mom's sisters, my mom and her sisters. The other 5 are people that, you know, that assumed motherly roles in my life to get me to where I am. Granny, the same goes with granny as well. So don't be alarmed when you see that, when somebody calls you yebo mama, yebo aunt. No, it's out of respect.
Out of respect, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so another one, taxis make their own rules.
Taxi makes their own.
So let me explain what taxi is. I've already explained. They combis or mini buses, which gets in like 14 to 18 people, 18 passengers, right? Per combi. Or in America, it's a car.
Yeah.
You know, the yellow cars or whatever, like an Uber. No.
Yes.
For us, it's an actual industry with
like
these mini combis.
Minivans.
Yeah. Well, not vans.
Buses.
Yeah, mini buses. But they carry people, about 14 to 18 passengers per combi. Now, they drive like New York taxi drivers.
Okay.
Like, New York taxi drivers don't obey the roads, the roads of the...
Yeah, they don't. No.
Same as these. They can drive on pavements, but New Yorkers don't do it that crazy, because if you drive on a pavement, then you get arrested.
Yeah, you get arrested.
But
or
they
get a ticket or
get a ticket, whatever. You know, it's more stricter, but, you know, they drive crazy.
Yeah, they drive crazy.
They, you know, in South Africa, it's crazy, yeah. If what you see in New York, It's times 3 in South Africa.
Times 3.
Not even times 2, times
Times
3. Because they can, on the morning with this traffic,
Yeah,
they'll
rush
drive on
hour.
the pavement.
Huh?
Yebo.
Yeah, boy. They drive on the pavement.
Listen, they have their own rules. Okay?
And people got to move out there.
You gotta move out or you get hit by the kumbi. You know?
How do Kumi fit on the pavement?
They make it fit. A pavement, of course, that one that you can jump on, drive on. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. You know, they make up their own rules. For example, if you happen to sit in front, because you can have 2 passengers in front of the driver.
Yeah.
The one usually in the middle, because there will be a passenger, driver. You're the one who collecting money from the back. If uscapenge, because capa is like a Zulu name for conductor.
Yes.
Because there's usually a conductor who opens and you're gonna experience it. Who opens and closes the door. Some of them call them professional door handlers.
But they're only visitors. They're only getting in and getting out.
No, there's a person who's employed in the combi
It's a person
to open the door and to close
and
it.
close the door.
And they collect the money.
And they collect the money.
Of course the taxi driver is going to have to pay this assistant. They drive as assistants.
Yes.
So their role is to collect money, give
Okay.
change as well, and to open and close the door, and to call out passengers and tell them where the kumbi is going.
Okay.
So there's certain signs for everywhere the kumbi is going. So if you're going to town, it's usually like that. I hope I'm not wrong. I've been doing this for a while. If you're going downtown, maybe it goes down like that. But there's like different road signs, hand signs for everywhere that you're going. So they'll be coming out of the window and they'll be doing that. So you know, oh, okay, it's going to town, going downtown, going to Johannesburg, you know, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that way they know.
And they'll whistle as well. And they'll sometimes scream out the place where it's going to.
Yeah.
Don't think it's part of the job. It's part of their job description.
So that you know where they're going.
Yeah.
So that you know
they'll pop their head
so
out
that you know which bus to get
Just
on.
imagine somebody popping their head out of the window and doing that.
So that you know what bus is where they
Where
go.
the taxi is going.
Yeah, where
we
they
don't
go.
call it a bus. Where the taxi is going.
Okay.
Yeah. So now some drivers are cheap. They don't hire the assistants. So the person who's sitting in front, in the middle, is usually the one collecting the money. They pass it to her or him, and they give out the change. If you sit in front and give out the wrong change, you're in trouble because you're the one who's responsible to pay it.
What?
Yeah, because the driver will count the money.
So no.
He will count the money before
Wait,
they get
I
to
want
the
to accept it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
You have to. Who else?
No,
is
I'm
gonna do
getting I'm paying for the ride. I'm not paying to work.
I know.
I'm not paying to work. I'm not paying. You better hire somebody in. I'm not paying to work.
Well, don't sit in front.
No, if it's a seat available,
it's like somebody who's sitting right next to the door.
if it's a seat
then
available,
you're the one
no, I'm
responsible
not
for
doing it.
opening
I'm
and
not
closing the
getting
door.
no change for no one. I'm sorry. This is your job. You want the job.
So he's not going to be sitting in front, of course.
No, I'm not
otherwise
because I don't. No. I'm not paying for. No, I'm not being responsible for money that I no. That's something that I can be using my mind for something else. I'm not going to use my mind
and people
to count your money.
Yeah.
I'm not using my mind to count your money.
People can't count properly. Like, for example, even if you can't count, even if you can count, like if the money is like an awkward number that you're collecting, maybe it's $7, R7.50. That's a bit of an awkward money, right? So you have to calculate if 3 people are paying. Oh my God, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, I was good with helping until you say if it's miscounted, I gotta replace it.
Yeah,
no, and I gotta pay for the ride too.
Yeah.
No, it's not going down.
And some taxi drivers,
no,
they would actually stop the taxi and not let it go.
And then I leave
until there's enough money.
I leave out the taxi and get somebody else.
You get in trouble.
I get another taxi.
It's not that easy.
Huh?
It's not that easy.
Which means not that easy.
They won't let you out until you pay the money that's missing. Well, another point is, do you know that some people actually remove? Don't laugh, okay?
If you say don't laugh, you know.
Okay, because you know what? I'm saying it, and I don't believe that people actually do that because it's just unbelievable. People remove their front teeth, as a fashion statement.
Wait, what you mean? What you mean?
Hold on. I need you to understand that it's not the whole country who does this. Please, we don't all of us do this. It's a certain, I would say certain part of the country, mostly in Cape Town. And it's colored people, not all colored people, by the way. Colored people, please don't hate me. And you know what colored people is,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Mixed race. So it's colored people. So I believe it's a certain area because not all colored people remove their front teeth. And I'm not sure if it's still happening, by the way. When I left almost 8 years ago, this was happening. So it all can happen in 8 years. So, but we still have people walking around without any teeth in front. Don't laugh. I asked you not to laugh. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. So let me explain. They remove
the teeth.
Yeah.
How is that?
Well, because the front teeth are pretty hard. Because if they're not loose, you have to go to the dentist to remove it. So I guess dentists allow it. Because let me tell you a little joke.
Okay.
When I came to the United States for the first time, I had a gold tooth, right? It was a double L in front. And everybody was looking at me weird. Like, okay, I guess because I was in a white area. And for them, it was like... And everybody's asking me, what is that in your mouth? I'm like, it's a gold tooth. Like, oh, it's nasty. So, your girl loosened it herself the entire time. Every time she had a chance, she loosened it. And it was loose. I couldn't afford the dentist because that was expensive in America. I mean, it still is. So it finally came out. And so when I went back to South Africa, they cemented me, filled up my teeth. Because what they do is they cut your teeth to fit the gold tooth. So I was suspecting that even with the removal of teeth, they go to dentists and dentists actually remove their teeth. Just for it to be a fashion statement. But I've heard once that they eat something called snookfish. Snookfish is a very salty fish.
Okay.
Which apparently, makes your teeth loose.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that that's how it started. And then other people were seeing people take out their teeth. Because sometimes the trend starts by people not questioning why. They just see people with, and then they just go ahead and do it. So I'm thinking that's how it started. So now, other people say it's the water, but I know Cape Town water is pretty good, so I don't believe that theory. But people take out their front teeth as a fashion statement. So you have people walking around with tomatoes, like in their teeth without any. But now some people, you'll find they have false teeth just in front, just to cover up, because it's a trend that's gone. Because remember, teeth don't grow back.
Yes.
Once they're out, they're out.
They're out. Yeah, and that's why that's crazy. And it don't make no sense because once they're out, and
But it's like a tattoo trend. Everybody wants to put big tattoos. That thing doesn't get out. Guess who has a tattoo and he doesn't know how to get rid of it? Because
I'm not worried about getting rid of it.
It's nasty though. Because it's expensive.
I'm not worried about getting rid of it.
But it's nasty. Can you imagine yourself as an old grandpa with a tattoo on your shoulder? Mkulu Chaplin!
I don't show my tattoo.
You know what Mkulu is?
No, I don't know really.
Oh yeah, the Chaplin chillers know it when you're wearing something sleeveless.
Yeah, but that's the only way they know I have a tattoo.
But the point is you have it.
I don't really show it though.
Can you imagine yourself as a grandpa with a tattoo?
I don't know. I don't
even. Your body starts shrinking.
I don't even think about
that
it.
That shrinks as well.
That was in my youthful days when I was
my point
something
is,
crazy.
even people who take out their
come on,
teeth,
taking out teeth is crazy.
They
No.
A trend is a trend. I put gold teeth in my youthful days. Boy, did I regret it. Now when I see somebody with a
yeah, but you can take it out and you still got your teeth though.
Yeah, but it's still not complete.
And it came from the U.S. too.
But it's not complete. What do you mean it came from the U.S.?
The gold tooth.
No, I did it in South Africa.
Well, I'm saying the trend. A lot of people in the U.S.
Because South Africans like to steal American trends. Why? Can't we just be unique, South Africans? Stop stealing unnecessary trends from the United States. Leave the Americans to do them crazy things themselves. We don't have to do that. We don't have to. Like, let's stick to our own and do our own good things. This cultured nonsense, it's not it. The next thing now is the veneers.
Yeah.
Everybody is wearing veneers. And veneers are expensive. So guess what people are doing? They go into the black market.
Yeah, they get fake.
They're getting crooked veneers.
What about the shops?
Oh, don't even go there. Like the buds, people are having hanging buds now. Like, come on,
And they go
people.
to the aftermarket.
Oh God.
Don't even know what it's doing to them.
They get injected with all sorts of things. Some people are getting injected with cement, with chemicals. Like, oh, come
You're
on.
killing yourself. You're hurting yourself.
You don't even know what you're putting inside your body.
Yeah.
Just for the likes, just for the gram. The gram will come and go, and then what will happen afterwards? And you're aging, and that thing can give you cancer or worse diseases. Let's not. Let's just, Americans, do your thing.
Yes.
Okay? South Africans, do your thing. British, do your thing. Everybody must do their thing. Stop copying each other.
Yeah, but this teeth thing, oh man, nah.
But I'm sure it came from somewhere.
Yeah, that's.
But then, I'm not sure if they're still doing it right now, but you find a lot of colored people have false teeth in front because they take it out. Not just old people, even young people.
Yeah, that's really weird, and I never heard of that. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing that I get. Come on.
Not everyone does it.
I know not everyone, but come on, you don't have no more teeth if you get it out, and it's hard to get it out because it's hard.
I'm sure they go
it's hard
to the
if it's not soft. It's hard because your roots. Especially some people got deep roots.
Cemented.
Yeah. So
well,
that's crazy.
It's one of the weird things.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Some underline some.
Snuggy tooth.
Not some. A few South Africans do because it's a very small part, but it's something that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest, craziest thing.
Yeah,
I did some crazy things, but I ain't do nothing that crazy.
Yeah, but this is my thing. We let people to be, as long as they don't harm anyone, as long as it makes them happy.
Yeah, that's your choice. You do it. It's crazy.
If they want to put some cement in their bats, go ahead, honey. Yeah. If it makes you happy, go ahead. I did a double gold tooth, double L. Listen, after a while I regretted it, but I did it anyways, and it made me happy for that time. So whatever makes you happy, do it.
Yeah.
As long as it's not gonna harm anyone. If it harms you, it's up to you. It's your responsibility because you decided to do it.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know how we got to that, but let's move on. My last point is we love using the word sorry.
Sorry, like I do.
Oh, listen, he is the master of sorry. How many times do you say sorry a day? Like lots of times. But then you don't do it like South Africans do. You say it when you feel like you've done something wrong and you need to apologize or whatever. But South Africans, they say sorry for everything.
Everything?
I will, like for example, you were walking and I hit you by mistake, I bumped you by mistake. I will say sorry, and then you will also say sorry to me because I bumped into you, although you didn't do anything to me. So I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, and you'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like we say sorry a lot. Another example would be, you will tell me something, if it's a bad story as well, I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, that makes more sense, right? So we say that sorry, but also we say sorry for things like, what's the other one? So we replace excuse me for sorry. Mm-hmm. So if, for example, you ask me something and instead of saying excuse me or pardon me, I'll say, I'm sorry, say that again. Like,
yeah, we do that though.
You say I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't say excuse me or pardon me?
We say excuse me, pardon me, but we also say I'm sorry. What you say?
Okay, so that's not so weird, South Africans. But for me, it's like we have so many sorries. And as a result, when I first came to the United States, and it's still a part of me, I love to say sorry as well. Like you tell me something and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like something happened to you, I'm so sorry. And you find most Americans say, no, you didn't do it. Like you don't have to be sorry. But they don't get that. I'm not saying sorry because I did it. I'm just sorry for you that you have to go through that because we just have so much empathy. I think it all boils down to empathy, really. Empathy, just feeling sorry for people.
Yes. Yes.
We're a country of empathetic people
Yeah.
who feel sorry for other people when they're going through. Well, I think we've come to the end, right?
Yes.
Anyway, so if you enjoyed that, please subscribe, guys.
Subscribe,
We're
yes.
really looking forward to reach 1,000.
Yes,
It's
we
taking
close.
longer than it should. Come on, chillers. Share this video to as many people as possible. We give you great content and we're so consistent. Come on, guys. And if you want to be our friends, please follow me on Instagram at LadySeason1 and
You can follow me at Get Inspired by LJ on Instagram, YouTube, and Fanbase.
yes, I don't know what fan base is, but hey, follow him. Anyway, or you can follow both of us at
Chilling With The Chaplins
on all platforms. Or you can listen to us in audio platforms because guess what? That's another great way to listen to us. Instead of watching, you can just listen while driving, while cooking, while cleaning,
While working out.
While working out, well, you can do that. Okay, so where?
Yes, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. And like we always say, follow us, hit that 5-star, give us a 5-star rating, and leave a review. It definitely helps us to grow the channel and to reach more people. Everything that you do, we appreciate because it do help us to grow the channel and to keep delivering content.
Yes, and also please feel free to leave comments below and tell us what you think.
Yes.
What did we leave out? What would you like us to talk about?
Yes.
We're really serving you here, so we want to make you happy. And there might be a part 2 of this because guess what? South Africans have a lot of weird things that they do. Even Americans, so we have part 2 of both, right? And we might even have a part where when he comes back from South Africa, which will be pretty soon, he will do a session where what he thinks about South Africa, which is the weird things that stood out for him, etc., etc. So stay tuned. We're still gonna give you great content. All right, now we're about to say hasta la vista, baby.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Take care.